Arnold Schwarzenegger, early life, college years, and married Introduction. Schwarzenegger's life is often described as one of the greatest success stories of the modern era. From a small Austrian village to global fame as a bodybuilding champion, Hollywood superstar, and American politician, his journey is defined by ambition, discipline, and relentless self-belief. To truly understand Arnold Schwarzenegger, it is essential to explore his early life, his education and college years, and his married life, as these chapters shaped his character, values, and worldview. Early life in Austria. Arnold Alois Schwarzenegger was born on July 30, 1947, in Daul, a quiet village near Graz, Austria. His childhood took place in a country still recovering from the devastation of World War II. Austria faced economic hardship, limited opportunities, and a conservative social structure. Life was modest, structured, and heavily influenced by traditional values such as discipline, obedience, and hard work. Arnold's father, Gustav Schwarzenegger, was the local police chief and a strict authoritarian figure. He believed strongly in discipline, physical fitness, and order. Gustav expected obedience and toughness from his sons and rarely showed emotional affection. Arnold's mother, Aurelia Schwarzenegger, was far more nurturing and supportive. She quietly encouraged Arnold's ambitions and provided emotional warmth that balanced the household. Arnold grew up alongside his older brother, Meinhard. Gustav openly favored Meinhard, which deeply affected Arnold. Feeling overlooked and underestimated became a powerful motivator. Arnold later admitted that much of his drive came from a desire to prove himself worthy of recognition. This emotional struggle during childhood planted the foundation for his extreme ambition. As a child, Arnold participated in sports, especially soccer. However, he felt unsatisfied and restless. He wanted something bigger, something that would allow him to stand out and rise above his circumstances. That turning point came when he discovered weight training at the age of 14. Discovery of bodybuilding. When Arnold first entered a gym and lifted weights, he felt an immediate sense of purpose. Unlike team sports, bodybuilding placed full responsibility on the individual. Progress depended entirely on effort, discipline, and consistency. Arnold was fascinated by the idea of transforming his body and controlling his destiny. He became inspired by bodybuilders such as Reg Park, who not only had an impressive physique but also starred in films. Reg Park represented everything Arnold dreamed of: becoming strong, confident, successful, and internationally admired. Arnold studied bodybuilding magazines, trained relentlessly, and visualized success long before achieving it. Despite limited resources, Arnold trained whenever and wherever possible. He often improvised workouts and trained multiple times a day. While other teenagers enjoyed social activities, Arnold dedicated himself to lifting weights, reading bodybuilding literature, and planning his future. Teenage years and mental discipline. Teenage years were marked by intense focus and self-discipline. He developed an early understanding of goal setting and visualization. He imagined himself winning championships, moving to America, and becoming famous. This mental training became one of his greatest strengths. Even at a young age, Arnold believed that limits were mostly psychological. He learned to ignore doubt and criticism, trusting his inner vision instead. This mindset would later help him overcome language barriers, cultural differences, and professional rejection. Military service. At the age of 18, Arnold joined the Austrian army as military service was mandatory. The structured and demanding environment suited him well. He continued weight training during his service, often using makeshift equipment. In 1965, Arnold went absent without leave to compete in the Junior Mr. Europe bodybuilding contest. He won the competition, confirming his belief that bodybuilding was his calling. Although he was punished for leaving without permission, the victory strengthened his confidence and reputation. Military life reinforced Arnold's discipline, resilience, and mental toughness. These traits became central to his later success. Early competitive success. Arnold's bodybuilding career progressed rapidly. By the age of 20, he became the youngest Mr. Universe winner in history. His size, symmetry, and charisma set him apart from competitors. More importantly, he possessed unshakable self-belief. Winning international titles increased Arnold's determination to move to the United States. He viewed America as the land of opportunity and the center of bodybuilding, film, and success. Moved to the United States in 1968. Arnold moved to the United States with limited money and limited English skills. He settled in California, where bodybuilding culture was thriving. Despite cultural challenges, Arnold felt at home. He embraced American optimism and opportunity. Arnold trained at Gold's Gym in Venice Beach, which became legendary due to the group of elite bodybuilders who trained there. The competitive atmosphere pushed Arnold to new heights. Training sessions were intense, long, and fueled by rivalry and mutual respect. College life and educational bodybuilding was his main focus. Arnold understood the importance of education. He believed that physical strength alone was not enough for long-term success. Arnold enrolled at the University of Wisconsin-Superior, pursuing a degree in business administration and international economics. He completed his studies through correspondence courses while living in California. Balancing education with intense training and competition required discipline and time management. Arnold treated his studies seriously, applying the same focus he used in the gym. His college education taught him financial literacy, strategic thinking, and long-term planning. Arnold later credited his education with helping him become financially successful outside bodybuilding. Business mindset during college years. During his college years, Arnold began investing in real estate. He used prize money from bodybuilding competitions to purchase property. His business knowledge allowed him to identify opportunities and manage finances wisely. Unlike many athletes, Arnold prepared for life beyond competition. His education provided stability and confidence, allowing him to take risks in acting without fear of financial collapse. Transition to acting while still competing. Arnold pursued acting lessons to improve his English and communication skills. He faced rejection and criticism due to his accent and physique, but remained persistent. His breakthrough roles in Conan the Barbarian and The Terminator transformed him into a global movie star. Arnold's discipline, learned through early life struggles and college education, played a major role in his success. Married life. Marriage to Maria Shriver. Arnold Schwarzenegger married Maria Shriver on April 26, 1986. Maria Shriver is a journalist and a member of the prominent Kennedy family. Their marriage represented a powerful union of entertainment, politics, and American legacy. Together, they had 4 children: Catherine, Christina, Patrick, and Christopher. Arnold often expressed pride in his family and worked to balance career and fatherhood. Family life and responsibility. His busy career, Arnold emphasized the importance of family values. He encouraged his children to pursue education, independence, and personal growth. Family life became especially significant during his transition into politics, political career, and family impact. Arnold served as the governor of California from 2003 to 2011. His political career placed additional pressure on his marriage. Public scrutiny, time demands, and stress affected family dynamics, marital challenges, and separation. In 2011, Arnold revealed that he had fathered a child, Joseph Biener, with the family's housekeeper. The revelation deeply affected his marriage. Arnold publicly accepted responsibility and expressed regret. Arnold and Maria separated shortly after. Despite the separation, both emphasized respect and commitment to their children. Relationship with Joseph Biener. Arnold eventually built a strong relationship with Joseph Biener, supporting his education and fitness journey. This chapter reflected Arnold's accountability and personal growth. Divorce. And later Arnold and Maria finalized their divorce in 2021. Despite the end of their marriage, Arnold continues to value family unity, reflection, and legacy. Arnold Schwarzenegger's life is defined by transformation. His early struggles built ambition, his education created stability, and his personal challenges taught humility. From Austria to America, from gym to government, Arnold's story continues to inspire generations. His journey proves that vision, discipline, education, and responsibility can shape an extraordinary life. Arnold Schwarzenegger, gym life, and the motivation behind his easy introduction. Schwarzenegger's gym life is legendary. It is not merely a story of lifting weights, building muscle, and winning titles. It is a story of obsession, vision, discipline, and motivation. The gym became Arnold's classroom, sanctuary, battlefield, and launching pad for global success. Understanding his gym life means understanding who motivated him, how he trained, why he trained, and how the gym shaped his mindset for bodybuilding, acting, business, and politics. The first spark, discovering the gym. Arnold's gym journey began at the age of 14 in Austria. At the time, gyms were rare, basic, and far from glamorous. Weight training was not popular, and bodybuilding was considered unusual. Arnold was introduced to weightlifting through sports training, but the moment he touched a barbell, something changed inside him. Unlike team sports, the gym offered personal control. Every repetition depended on effort. Every improvement was visible. Arnold felt empowered by the idea that he could sculpt his own body. The gym gave him a sense of identity and purpose he had never felt before. Who motivated Arnold Schwarzenegger? Park, the ultimate inspiration. The single most important figure who motivated Arnold to pursue the gym seriously was Reg Park. Reg Park was a 3-time Mr. Universe winner, a bodybuilder, and a movie star. Arnold first saw Reg Park in bodybuilding magazines and later in Hercules-style films. Reg Park represented everything Arnold wanted to become: physically powerful, confident, famous, and successful. For Arnold, Reg Park proved that bodybuilding could be a path to greatness beyond the gym. He studied Reg Park's physique, training style, and mindset obsessively. Later in life, Reg Park became Arnold's mentor and friend. He guided Arnold in training, competition strategy, and career choices. Arnold often credited Reg Park as the man who showed him what was possible. Steve Reeves and Hollywood hero Arnold was also motivated by actors like Steve Reeves, another bodybuilder turned actor. These men showed Arnold that muscles could open doors to Hollywood and international fame. This connection between gym life and success deeply motivated Arnold. Internal motivation, proving himself. Perhaps the strongest motivation came from within. Arnold's difficult relationship with his father and his desire to escape poverty fueled his obsession with the gym. The gym became a place where he could prove his worth. Arnold trained not only to win titles, but to silence doubt, overcome insecurity, and create his own destiny. Early gym life in Austria. Arnold trained in small, poorly equipped gyms. Equipment was limited and conditions were rough, but this environment built his toughness. He trained multiple times a day, often lifting weights before and after school. He followed strict routines and kept detailed mental notes of progress. Arnold did not train casually. From the beginning, he trained with the mindset of a champion. Gym discipline and mental training. Arnold believed the gym trained the mind as much as the body. He practiced visualization, imagining himself winning competitions and standing on stage as a champion. He believed pain was temporary and growth came from discomfort. This philosophy became central to his training style, military service, and gym life. During his time in the Austrian army, Arnold continued training despite limited access to equipment. He used makeshift weights and trained whenever possible. Winning Junior Mr. Europe during this time strengthened his belief that nothing should stop training. Gym life in America. Gold's Gym era. When Arnold moved to the United States, his gym life reached a new level. Gold's Gym in Venice Beach became his second home. The gym was filled with elite bodybuilders, creating an environment of competition and motivation. Arnold trained for hours, often twice a day. His workouts were intense, high volume, and mentally demanding. He loved training with others, using competition as fuel. Training philosophy. Arnold believed in heavy weights, high volume, and perfect form. He focused on compound movements like squats, bench presses, and deadlifts. He emphasized the mind-muscle connection, believing that mental focus enhanced muscle growth. Gym partners and brotherhood. Arnold trained with legends like Franco Columbu and Frank Zane. These relationships created accountability and pushed everyone to improve. The gym became a social and motivational environment. Obsession and sacrifice. Arnold's gym life required sacrifice. He prioritized training over comfort, sleep, and social life. He believed success required obsession. Gym life and bodybuilding success. Arnold's dedication led to 7 Mr. Olympia titles. Each victory reinforced his belief in hard work and discipline. Gym life beyond bodybuilding. Even after retiring from competition, Arnold continued training. The gym remained part of his identity, motivation. Beyond muscles, Arnold used gym discipline in acting, business, and politics. The lessons learned in the gym shaped his entire life. Legacy of Arnold's gym life. Arnold Schwarzenegger's gym life is a blueprint for success. Motivated by Reg Park, driven by inner ambition, and fueled by discipline, he turned weightlifting into a global legacy. The gym was not just where Arnold built muscle, it was where he built his future. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Olympia life is the most defining chapter of his bodybuilding career and one of the most influential eras in the history of the sport. Winning the Mr. Olympia title 7 times, Arnold did far more than dominate competitions. He transformed bodybuilding into a global spectacle. His Olympia journey is a story of vision, rivalry, discipline, psychology, controversy, and legacy. This document explores Arnold's complete Olympia life, how he prepared, how he competed, who he faced, and how he changed bodybuilding forever. Understanding Mr. Olympia. The Mr. Olympia contest is the highest honor in professional bodybuilding. Created in 1965 by Joe Weider, it was designed to crown the best bodybuilder in the world. For Arnold, Mr. Olympia was not just a competition. It was the ultimate stage to prove greatness. Arnold viewed Olympia as war. Preparation began months in advance, both physically and mentally. He believed winning Olympia required more than muscle. It required dominance, confidence, and psychological control over opponents. Arnold's first Olympia experience. 1969. Arnold first competed in Mr. Olympia in 1969, finishing second behind Sergio Oliva. This loss deeply affected Arnold, but also strengthened his resolve. Sergio's mass and shape were overwhelming, and Arnold realized he needed to improve. Rather than becoming discouraged, Arnold became obsessed with defeating Sergio. He analyzed his weaknesses, improved his back and legs, and trained harder than ever before. First Mr. Olympia victory. 1970. In 1970, Arnold Schwarzenegger won his first Mr. Olympia title at just 23 years old. This victory marked the beginning of a new era. Arnold defeated Sergio Oliva and claimed the throne. Arnold's physique displayed size, symmetry, and charisma never seen before. His confidence on stage intimidated competitors. He posed with authority, making it clear he believed the title belonged to him. This victory validated Arnold's belief system: vision plus obsession equals success. The Olympia mindset. Arnold believed Olympia was won before stepping on stage. Mental preparation was as important as physical conditioning. He practiced visualization daily, imagining himself holding the Sando Trophy. He also used psychological warfare. Arnold studied his opponents, identified insecurities, and subtly attacked their confidence through words, body language, and stage presence. Olympia training style. Arnold trained with extreme volume leading up to Olympia. His workouts often lasted several hours, training twice a day. He emphasized compound movements, supersets, and intense pump-focus sessions. Arnold trained chest and back together, believing this created maximum upper body thickness. Arms were trained with high volume, helping him build legendary biceps and triceps, rivalries that defined Olympia. Sergio Oliva was Arnold's first great rival. Their rivalry defined the early 1970s. Sergio's raw mass forced Arnold to evolve his physique. Lou Ferrigno challenged Arnold in the mid-1970s. Their rivalry was immortalized in pumping iron. Arnold used mind games to gain an edge. Frank Zane, although not always a direct Olympia threat during Arnold's reign. Frank Zane represented a contrasting aesthetic philosophy, dominating the 1970 to 1975 Olympias. Arnold won Mr. Olympia consecutively from 1970 to 1975. Each year, he improved his physique. His confidence grew, and his dominance became unquestionable. Arnold didn't just win, he controlled the competition. Judges, fans, and competitors recognized his supremacy. Pumping Iron and Olympia. Famous 1977 documentary Pumping Iron showcased Arnold's Olympia preparation and personality. The film introduced bodybuilding to mainstream audiences. Arnold emerged as the star, using Olympia as a platform to launch his acting career, retirement, and comeback. 1980. After retiring in 1975, Arnold shocked the bodybuilding world by returning to compete in Mr. Olympia 1980. His victory was controversial, despite criticism. Arnold claimed his 7th Olympia title. The comeback cemented his legend. Arnold's Olympia philosophy. Arnold believed Olympia champions must inspire. He viewed himself as an ambassador for bodybuilding. He believed in setting standards that future generations would chase. Impact on bodybuilding. Arnold's Olympia life transformed bodybuilding into a global sport. Sponsorships, gyms, and fitness culture expanded worldwide. Legacy of Arnold's Olympia life. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Olympia life represents dominance, vision, and transformation. He did not simply win titles, he defined an era. His Olympia journey continues to inspire bodybuilders and fitness enthusiasts worldwide. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Olympia life, rise and fall, and acting career and retroduction. Schwarzenegger's life is one of the most extraordinary transformation stories in modern history, rising from a small village in Austria to become the greatest bodybuilder of all time, then conquering Hollywood as a global action star. Arnold's journey is defined by ambition, discipline, vision, and reinvention. This document explores three major pillars of his life: his Mr. Olympia career, including his rise and fall, and his complete acting career. Together, these chapters explain how Arnold built a legacy that extends far beyond bodybuilding. Part I, Mr. Olympia life, the risely competitive foundation. Arnold's competitive mindset was forged long before Mr. Olympia. By his late teens, he had already won major amateur titles such as Mr. Europe and Mr. Universe. These victories gave him confidence. But Olympia represented something greater. The title of the world's best bodybuilder. Arnold believed destiny was something to be claimed, not hoped for. From the beginning, his goal was clear: become Mr. Olympia. First Olympia attempt 1969. Arnold first competed at Mr. Olympia in 1969, finishing second behind Sergio Oliver. Sergio's mass and genetics overwhelmed the lineup. The loss deeply frustrated Arnold, but also clarified his path. He realized he needed more size, better balance, and stronger mental dominance. Instead of quitting, Arnold became obsessed with improvement. He trained harder, ate more, and refined his posing. This loss became the foundation of his rise. First Olympia victory 1970. In 1970, Arnold won his first Mr. Olympia title at age 23. This victory marked the start of a new era. His physique combined mass, symmetry, and confidence unlike anything seen before. Arnold didn't just win, he announced dominance. His stage presence intimidated competitors and convinced judges. Dominance era 1970-1975, building the Olympia physique. When Arnold's Olympia training was extreme. He trained multiple times a day, using high-volume routines focused on compound lifts. Chest and back were trained together, arms received massive volume, and legs were relentlessly pushed. Arnold believed pain was temporary, but victory was permanent. Psychological warfare. One of Arnold's greatest weapons was his mind. He studied opponents, identified insecurities, and exploited them through subtle mind games. Confidence was his armor. Key rival Sergio Oliver forced Arnold to become bigger and stronger. Luferrino, a battle of mass versus experience. Frank Zane, aesthetic contrast to Arnold's power. Arnold dominated each rivalry not just physically, but mentally. Pumping Iron and Famith documentary Pumping Iron 1977 captured Arnold's Olympia preparation and personality. The film introduced bodybuilding to mainstream audiences and turned Arnold into a cultural icon. The fall and controversy. Redinrent. After 1975, after winning his sixth Olympia title in 1975, Arnold retired from competitive bodybuilding. He shifted focus to acting. Believing he had conquered the bodybuilding world, the 1980 comeback. Arnold shocked the bodybuilding world by returning to compete in Mr. Olympia 1980. His victory was controversial. Critics argued he was not in peak condition. Despite controversy, Arnold claimed his seventh Olympia title. This marked the end of his competitive career. Legacy of the Olympia. Arnold's Olympia life reshaped bodybuilding. He transformed it into a global sport, inspiring generations. Part 2, Rise in Hollywood. Early acting struggles. Arnold faced rejection due to his accent, name, and physique. Critics doubted his potential. However, Arnold believed muscles were his advantage. Breakthrough role schedules in New York. 1970 Conan the Barbarian. 1982 The Terminator. 198 For these roles established Arnold as a leading action star. Peak acting career 1984-1996. Arnold became one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood. Major films included Predator, Commando, Recall, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. True Arnold's screen presence, physicality, and charisma made him a global icon. Acting fall and reinvention. Changing Hollywood. As Arnold aged, action roles declined. Some films underperformed. Transition role. As Arnold explored comedy twins, Kindergarten Cop, and later dramatic roles. Political career. Poor. Arnold paused acting while serving as governor of California 2003-2011, returned to film after politics. Arnold returned to acting in films like The Expendables and Terminator, Dark Fate. Legacy. Arnold Schwarzenegger's life is defined by reinvention. His Olympia rise, competitive fall, and acting dominance show that discipline and vision can overcome any limitation. He remains a global symbol of success, proving greatness can be built, rep by rep, roll by roll. Gym motivation is one of the most powerful forces behind physical transformation, mental strength, and personal growth. For many people, the gym begins as a place to lose weight or build muscle, but over time it becomes much more than that. It turns into a space where discipline is built, confidence is restored, and limits are challenged. Motivation is the spark that brings a person into the gym for the first time, but it is consistency and mindset that keep them coming back. Understanding gym motivation means understanding human psychology, habits, goals, and purpose. In today's fast-paced world, staying motivated to train regularly is not easy. Fatigue, stress, lack of time, and self-doubt often stand in the way. However, those who learn how to harness gym motivation discover that fitness is not just about the body, it is about shaping character. This essay explores gym motivation in depth, including its sources, challenges, mental strategies, discipline, role models, setbacks, and long-term sustainability. Understanding motivation, why people go to the gym. Motivation starts with a reason. Everyone enters the gym for different purposes, and those reasons often evolve over time. Some people begin their fitness journey to lose weight, others to gain muscle, improve health, recover from injury, or boost self-confidence. For many, the initial motivation is external appearance, social pressure, or comparison with others. Over time, successful individuals shift from external motivation to internal motivation. They begin to train not just to look good, but to feel strong, energetic, and mentally balanced. Internal motivation is more powerful because it comes from personal values rather than outside validation. Some common reasons for gym motivation include improving physical health, reducing stress and anxiety, building confidence and self-esteem, developing discipline and routine, escaping negative habits, achieving personal goals. When motivation is connected to a deeper purpose, it becomes more sustainable. The role of mindset in gym motivation. Mindset is the foundation of gym motivation. A strong mindset allows a person to train even when motivation is low. Motivation is emotional and temporary, but mindset is mental and long-lasting. People who rely only on motivation often quit when enthusiasm fades, while those with the right mindset keep going regardless of mood. A growth mindset is especially important in the gym. Progress is not linear. There will be days when strength feels low, energy is missing, or results seem invisible. A growth mindset helps individuals view setbacks as part of the process rather than as failures. Positive self-talk also plays a critical role. People who constantly criticize themselves often lose motivation quickly. On the other hand, those who encourage themselves even during difficult workouts build resilience and confidence. Discipline versus motivation. One of the most important truths about gym success is that discipline matters more than motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is what keeps people consistent. Discipline means showing up even when you don't feel like it. Highly successful athletes and fitness enthusiasts do not rely on motivation every day. Instead, they build habits. They train at the same time, follow structured routines, and treat workouts as non-negotiable appointments. Discipline turns the gym into a lifestyle rather than a temporary phase. Once training becomes part of daily routine, motivation becomes less important because action no longer depends on emotion. Setting goals is a source of motivation. Clear goals are a powerful source of gym motivation. Without goals, training can feel directionless and boring. Goals provide purpose and measurable progress. There are different types of fitness goals. Short-term goals, weekly or monthly. Long-term goals, 6 months to several years. Performance goals, strength, endurance. Appearance goals, fat loss, muscle gain. Effective goals should be realistic, specific, and personal. Unrealistic goals often lead to disappointment and loss of motivation. Breaking large goals into smaller milestones helps maintain motivation and provides a sense of achievement. Tracking progress through workouts, photos, or measurements can reinforce motivation by showing tangible results. The psychological benefits of gym training. One of the strongest long-term motivators is how the gym improves mental health. Exercise releases endorphins, which reduce stress and improve mood. Regular training can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. Many people find the gym to be a form of therapy. Lifting weights or running allows them to release frustration, anger, and emotional tension. The gym becomes a safe space where focus replaces worry. As mental health improves, motivation increases naturally. People begin to associate the gym with emotional relief and clarity, making it easier to stay consistent. Role models and inspiration. Role models play a significant role in gym motivation. Seeing others achieve success makes goals feel attainable. Athletes, bodybuilders, fitness influencers, or even friends can inspire individuals to push harder. Figures like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ronnie Coleman, and other fitness icons motivate people through their discipline, mindset, and work ethic. However, it is important to use role models as inspiration rather than comparison. Healthy motivation comes from learning lessons, not from self-criticism. Everyone's journey is different, and progress should be measured against personal standards. Music, environment, and routine. A gym environment has a powerful effect on motivation. Music, lighting, equipment, and atmosphere can influence performance and energy levels. Many people use music to boost motivation, increase focus, and push through difficult sets. Having a consistent gym routine also reduces mental resistance. When training time is scheduled, decision fatigue is eliminated. The gym becomes part of daily life rather than a choice that must be debated. A supportive gym environment, including training partners or friendly staff, can also enhance motivation and accountability. Overcoming plateaus and loss of motivation. Every fitness journey includes plateaus, periods where progress slows or stops. Plateaus can be discouraging and often lead to loss of motivation. Understanding that plateaus are normal is essential. Changing routines, adjusting nutrition, increasing rest, or setting new goals can help break plateaus. Sometimes taking a short break can also restore motivation and energy. Mental burnout is another challenge. Overtraining, unrealistic expectations, and lack of balance can lead to exhaustion. Listening to the body and practicing recovery are crucial for long-term motivation. Gym motivation and identity. Long-term gym motivation often comes from identity. When a person begins to see themselves as someone who trains, motivation becomes automatic. Training is no longer something they do, it becomes part of who they are. This identity shift creates consistency. Missing workouts feels unnatural because fitness is integrated into self-image. Building this identity takes time but leads to lifelong commitment. Social support and accountability and support increases gym motivation significantly. Training with friends, joining fitness communities, or working with a coach creates accountability. When others expect commitment, motivation increases. Social support also provides encouragement during difficult periods. Shared goals and experiences make the journey more enjoyable and sustainable. Long-term motivation and lifestyle. True gym motivation is not about temporary excitement. It is about building a lifestyle that supports physical and mental health. As fitness becomes part of daily routine, motivation becomes internal and stable. People who succeed long-term focus on balance. They allow flexibility, enjoy rest days, and understand that progress takes time. This mindset prevents burnout and promotes longevity.